everybody, welcome back to the channel Tripleinc. It's Bradley. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my top 10 fall fragrances 2017 list. I got some amazing autumnal designer fragrances to show you, and don't worry, I have a niche list coming out later on towards the end of autumn. But I'm here actually at Old Rag Mountain. This is one of the premier places to hike in the Shenandoah Valley sort of Skyline Drive area in Virginia, here where I live. Lots of nature, lovely view up here, and I actually saw a black bear on my hike up here. So I'm going to be taking you guys along with me on the journey today as I hike up this mountain, and as I physically climb up, we will metaphorically climb up the list until we reach the summit up there, aka my number 1. Super excited to get into this. Let's go, guys. Can't wait. So what makes a fall fragrance, you may ask? Well, the theme that I'm going for this year with this list is patience. You know, just like with patience in fall, you have to wait until the end of the season for all the leaves to change, and then you're pretty much greeted with those amazing colors. Same thing with my fragrance list. A lot of these fragrances that are in here have sort of strange openings, but I have to wait until they dry down till they become something truly magical. So patience is the theme that I'm going for this year, and I feel like my list reflects that very, very well. But before I go into it, I have 3 honorable mentions. Now, all these fragrances made my list last year, but they did not make it this year, and I'll explain why with each of them. And these 3 are Dolce & Gabbana the One, Eau de Toilette, Terre de Hermès, Eau Très Fraîche, and Burberry London. So Terre de Hermès, Eau Très Fraîche, this is a very nice, lighter interpretation of the original Terre de Hermès. It has some zesty citruses up top, and this is a great transition scent from the end of summer coming into the beginning of fall. I especially like to wear this on those warmer autumn days. Very classy, very contemporary, and can be worn to many different situations, but doesn't just quite scream fall like some of the others in this list. Next, Dolce & Gabbana is the One. This is Eau de Toilette. This is aka Mr. Safe. And actually that's why I haven't been reaching for it that much this fall, because it is so safe, because everybody sort of knows this fragrance DNA. Still, it's a very solid scent. We got amber, tobacco, grapefruit, guys. We all know about the One. It's a great, great scent. But I just been reaching for a couple other things. I want to challenge myself with a little more unique fragrances this autumn. And lastly, Burberry London. This is pretty much quintessentially fall in a bottle right here. This smells to me like Thanksgiving, falling leaves, has sort of a Christmas tree vibe to it as well, but this fragrance is just impractical for me, you know? I can't really wear it until pretty much the very end of fall towards Thanksgiving time, and even then I have struggles sometimes finding the right applications for it. Anyhow, those are my 3 honorable mentions, and let's get right on into the list. So let's kick off the list with my number 10 spot. I've owned this fragrance for about 1.5 years now, and the longer I've owned it and the more I've worn it, the more I've come to appreciate this one, definitely, and realize how great of an autumn scent it actually is. This is from the House of Dior. It is Dior Homme. Guys, just wait for the dry down with this one. You got to be patient is the buzzword of the day. This one dries down to a beautiful cacao, leather, patchouli, woody mixture that is amazing. It has the lipstick in the opening. It is kind of wacky, it is kind of out there, but once it dries down, it settles into an amazing fragrance. I find this works best for formal situations. Definitely is not going to be for everybody. Somewhat daring because it is so different. This pretty much is the definition of a metrosexual fragrance. Total iris takeover in the opening, but like I said, you gotta be patient with this one, and I think the dry down is really something special. And Dior Homme is definitely my go-to for more dressy situations for the designer side. Dior Homme, number 10. So coming in at number 9, we are at the beginning of what we call the rock scramble, and very fitting, this is the rock and roll fragrance of my wardrobe. It is Jean Varvatos Dark Rebel coming in at number 9. Put on your leather jacket, put on your biker boots, hop on your chopper, let's go. This is exactly how this fragrance smells. It has rum, tobacco, spices, it's super dark, super manly, and it is awesome. You know, one of the main issues with this fragrance is the performance, very surprisingly, because you're going to smell it and think that it's going to be a beast, but actually, you know, if it was a beast, it would make my winter list, but since it's not, it makes my fall list, and this is pretty much my go-to autumn night out scent. Smells like a bad boy through and through, and it is really, really awesome. So Dark Rebel coming in at number 9. It's got me covered for these night outs in the autumn. Alright guys, so number 8 spot, you guessed it, it is this L'Homme from Yves Saint Laurent. Let it be known all throughout the land that L'Homme is my favorite fragrance from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. Once upon a time ago, this was my most complimented fragrance of last year, 2016. I should probably do an updated most complimented list soon. Guys, I know a lot of people like this for the summertime, but this is just straight up fall to me. I think this is the best season that this one works in. It has a nice mix of notes that is very creamy, very smooth, and well-rounded is the key term with this fragrance. Ginger in here, freshness definitely, but also has like a slight woodiness, slight spiciness, and just it's very unique. It's very gentlemanly, classy fragrance, and I definitely wear this a lot to the workplace and also to school. It just works great for those in every single situation in between, pretty much. This one may have performance issues on your skin. On me, it's decent, but I don't know, guys. L'Homme, I just gravitate towards this one so much. Again, it's a staple. Will probably always be in my top 10 fall list because I really enjoy this one. It's just awesome. Yeah, so for me, L'Homme is coming in at number 8. All right, we're all the way down to number 7 now. Now, this is actually the fragrance that I wore the first time I ever hiked this mountain last year. So when I just smelled it now, it's bringing back memories to me. And this has definitely been my breakaway fragrance so far this fall. I've been loving it so much. This is Gucci Pour Homme 2. Oh, the tea in this is fantastic. It has cinnamon, tobacco, tea. This is an extremely calming, almost rejuvenating fragrance as well. It's just so nice. It has a certain matureness to it as well. Has violet leaf. It comes across somewhat fresh, but also just smooth and spicy and green. I just reviewed this, so if you want to see my full thoughts, I'll leave the video that I reviewed it and linked up there. Guys, this does have some performance issues on me, but this is a great classroom scent or a great office scent as well. I've been wearing it a lot to school, which is nice. And this and L'Homme could be interchangeable with me, honestly, but this is even a little bit more autumnal than L'Homme is for me. So guys, Gucci Pour Homme 2, an amazing scent coming in for me at number 7. Alright guys, got a little mini view right here for you, and I'm going full stealth mode, silhouette mode, so you guys can enjoy the little backdrop that I got behind me while I talk about my number 6 spot. You hear that? Huh? You hear that? You can probably guess what that sound is. Boom! This is Spice Bomb from Viktor Rolf. Obviously not the full grenade bottle I have, is a little travel size. So guys, Spice Bomb, this is pretty much going to be on almost every single fragrance reviewer's fall list for a pretty good reason, because it's one of those fragrances that just excels so nicely in the fall. This is very spicy, has an aggressive sort of a nature to it. It does have a little bit of a bubblegum opening, but then it has, boom, the cinnamon hits you, the tobacco, all these spices and sweetness. So yeah guys, Spice Bomb, I'm pretty sure we all know everything about this fragrance. It's quite popular, and you know what, this is going to make the top 5, but I have some other fragrances that I want to reach for a little bit more than this one this year. Still nice for those night out situations, very masculine. If you're kind of like an alpha male type of a dude, this is the one in the list for you, I think. And yeah, Spice Bomb by Viktor Rolf coming in at my number 6. Alright guys, stuck between a rock and a hard place, literally. I was thinking about putting Spice Bomb on the number 5 spot and this one on the number 6 spot, but I gotta give this one credit, guys, and this is a big deal because this is breaking into my top 5 autumn list, and this is from the house of Røde Tradition. This is Insurrection Wild. Now this is a Thierry Mugler Pure Havane clone, or a copy if you will, but it does it actually very nice. The opening is kind of synthetic, I will say. It has the cherry tobacco, which still smells nice, but wait for that dry down, guys. I'm telling you, that French vanilla, creamy, decadent, delicious dry down is mouth-watering. This is now my go-to outdoor autumn fragrance because it replaced Spice Bomb for this, because it just has a more coziness to it. When it's kind of chilly out, that French note just warms my heart, and it's so nice. And also, guys, this is very affordable, and it performs just as good as Pure Havane does as well, so that's amazing. So for the price, for the performance, and for that amazing dry down, it gets my number 5 spot. Alright guys, so coming in at number 4, this is the only fragrance from last year's list inside the top 5 that also is inside the top 5 again this year, so props. It is definitely very consistent scent in my top 10 lists, and it's from the house of Carolina Herrera. This is CH Man. So CH Man, the original, I prefer CH Man Privé definitely in the wintertime, but this is an amazing autumn fragrance. Again, this is one where you gotta be patient. The opening, I think, is gonna put a lot of people off sometimes because it is grassy. It has that burnt sugar accord. It's kind of crazy, has a lot of notes, and may not mix well with your skin, but trust me, give this one a chance to dry down a little bit, and I think that you will be very happy with the results, because man, this is a gorgeous dry down. vanilla, leathery, and woods is what I get from this pretty much. Very, very nice. Has a certain creaminess in here. Definitely high-strung, sweet, energetic, playful, and this is a great kind of like night-out clubbing fragrance again, but also works great on a date, and this is just a dumb reach for me, guys. And don't be worried if you want to go with the one that doesn't have the red ribbon anymore. I've been hearing very good things about that one as too, so I think that one is safe to get as well. But yeah, guys, CH Man does it again. I've really been enjoying wearing this, and this is just one of my staples. As soon as it turns fall, this is one that I always reach for. Just hiked up all of that. Alright, so we're now at my number 3 spot inside the top 3. All of these next 3 are just solid scents. And this is one of my newest acquisitions, and I'm loving it so much. This is, again, from the house of Dior. This is Fahrenheit Le Parfum. Sick looking bottle, gotta say that right now. And this is a flanker, obviously, of the original Dior Fahrenheit, but to be honest, I don't get much of the original Fahrenheit DNA within this one. This has rum and vanilla up top. It's very boozy, kind of sweet as well. It does have the violet leaf from the original, and as it dries down, it definitely gets darker and more masculine. The sweetness kind of goes away, and you're left with that violet leaf and sort of a leathery, oily combination that you got in the original. However, guys, I gotta say, this is such an improvement for me. I love that boozy opening. Just, man, super strong. This is probably the strongest performer of the entire list, I think, as well. That's awesome. Again, this is geared, I think, towards the cooler fall days, but again, for the night out, this stuff works amazing. Also, I think on a date, this is very butch, very masculine. And I've been loving this one so much, guys. That boozy vanilla rum opening, so nice, and mixes great with the Fahrenheit DNA in there. So this is my number 3 fragrance. It's an absolute gem. I'm going to be wearing it a lot coming up this fall. Guys, check it out. We're as high as a helicopter right now. Okay guys, we're getting really close to the summit now. Time to show you my number 2 autumn fragrance, and this is Polo Supreme Leather, the most underrated fragrance in my opinion from the house, and my favorite from the house. Just based on smell alone, guys, I know that this was built for the fall. I mean, this just smells like a quintessential autumn fragrance to me. It's got all kinds of spices in here, and it does have leather, but this is a very sort of creamy leather. It's very soft and refined, almost kind of like a suede, but it has nutmeg. It also has some very nice soft spices. It has honey in here as well, kind of syrupy sweet, but man, it's just so warming and kind of has a vintage smell to me. Yeah, guys, Polo Supreme Leather, so good for the autumn. I mean, this just smells to me like pumpkin spice and just all types of fall things. It's very nice. Kind of has a nostalgic feeling to it as well. So it's Polo Supreme Leather coming in at my number 2. Well, guys, we made it to the top. I think the view was well worth the wait. Don't you think? So guys, this has been an awesome adventure today, an awesome journey. I've had such a fun time sharing with you my favorite autumn fragrances, but come on, it has all been building up and leading to this. I've reached the summit. It was hard fought, and it was a hard fought list, but now it's time to reveal my number 1 autumn fragrance for 2017. And this fragrance is from the house of Hugo Boss, and that is Boss Bottled Oud. Needless to say, it's my scent of the day today. Guys, I'm telling you, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a better autumn fragrance than this. I already did like the original Boss Bottle, but this just takes it to the next level because it provides something that the original Boss Bottle was lacking. That was depth, that was complexity, and this brings both of those to the table. Imagine the opening of Boss Bottle. It captures that very nicely, and it's definitely reminiscent of it. It has an even fresher apple in there, but then it has the oud, and this oud is great. I'm not the biggest fan of oud, but this one is super wearable for me. It comes off actually as like a clove and spicy oud kind of a scent. It's really nice. It's almost got like a dark sweetness to it as well. It's very masculine, which is great, but it's so easy to wear. It's just fruity a little bit up top and spicy with the cinnamon. Everything is amped up and amplified in this one, which I find awesome, and it's just a very amazing autumn fragrance, guys. I've already been wearing it a decent amount, and it's just perfect for having like a nice hike like on today, or just having other types of events. I mean, it's just amazing. It works great for a lot of different situations. And I gotta say, it is a very good complicator. I've gotten a compliment with it every single time that I've worn it so far. That is amazing, so I had to put it on my number 1, and the smell is fantastic as well. Boss Bottled Oud, my number 1 for fall. Wow guys, what a journey that just was. I'm about to head down the mountain now, but also you guys need to head down to the comment section down below and let me know what your favorite autumn fragrances are. I'd love to know about that, so tell me about that in the comment section down below. Also, be sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Sad I had to say goodbye to this view right here, but happy I was able to show you guys all those great fall scents. Anyhow, you know how it goes. I'll see you later in the next video. Have a great day. What's up everybody, this is Bradley. Before I let you guys go, I want to let you know about the Patreon page that I have just started up. I have so much bonus footage, behind the scenes actions, vlogs, extra reviews that don't make their way all the way to YouTube, and I want to share those with you guys on my Patreon page. All you have to do is just $1 per month, donate to me, and you can unlock all these great behind the scenes footage. I'll have exclusive Patreon only videos, early access to my videos, and so much more. So if you guys are interested in that, please go check out my Patreon page. I will have it linked in the end title. Thanks as always for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.